Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorino, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch'd, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefable, Wigglytuff. Yeah! In one, let's go!
There's actually 3, but it's okay.
Okay, you know, one take. It's video evidence. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Con Monroe and I wanted to do the whole Poke Rap, but I was told not to. Legendary Pokemon are some of the coolest out there. They're what sell the game since they're on the cover, and they're what the story of the games revolve around. But which of these one-of-a-kind creatures will scare you more than Team Rocket's plan? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scary legendary Pokemon. If you're new here or haven't yet, why not hit subscribe so you can find us easier next time. Plus, we put up daily gaming content from lists to gameplay. And speaking of lists, we have a whole Pokemon playlist for you up in the top right corner. Alright, let's do this. In at 10, Entei. Entei is just a giant dog, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the real issue comes from when this dog is considering himself to be your father. Yeah, that's actually a thing. For those of you who don't know, Pokemon the Movie 3 was about Entei and the Spell of the Unknown, as indicated by the name of the movie. The movie follows Ash and the gang as they set out to, wait for it, save a girl who was basically brainwashed by Unknown after those same Unknown sucked her father into their dimension. Then, after she discovers those Unknown, they create an illusionary Entei that is meant to represent her father. This Entei then spends the movie being hella creepy and protective of this little girl. And along with the help of the Unknown, they create a load of ice spikes to defend their house, and it gets really weird. And then Entei kidnaps her mother and then brings her to Molly, who's the child, who doesn't believe her literal mother when she says that Entei isn't your dad. Like, this is literally the creepiest version of Entei. He has some serious, Hollywood director vibes, if you know what I mean. Like, he's a little too fond of Molly. I know this is a kid's movie and that's not the intention, but just the way he's voice acted and stuff just makes him really terrifying. In at 9, Hoopa. Hoopa confined and unbound versions are some of the creepiest things in these games. Sure, the normal confined Hoopa isn't all that scary, but unbound Hoopa is the stuff of nightmares. Just look at the unbound version. This thing has 5 arms, 2 legs, a giant tail, and rings that he can turn into portals Doctor Strange and Sonic style. The face is also forever present in my darkest of nightmares. This thing looks like a weird messed up dinosaur. The hook on the nose is only matched by the likes of Iago or Toucan Sam. Ebenezer Scrooge has nothing on unbound Hoopa. The fangs with the teeth and then the horns and the hole in its chest, it's all terrifying and one of the most haunting things that you can think of. Why doesn't he have an equal number of arms on each side? It's so confusing. He looks like he should. Why doesn't he? Ah! In at 8, Dioxis. Dioxis was the FNAF Hubbit before the FNAF Hubbit. Dioxis is one of the few actual confirmed alien Pokemon that doesn't control some aspect of reality. Dioxis is one of the only Pokemon to have multiple different versions, and might have been the first with this ability. There's the normal form, the attack form, the defense form, and the speed form, and while they each look cool in their own way, they're also terrifying in their own way too. The tentacles that Dioxis has were always off-putting to me, and it didn't help that it's fairly creepy in the movie as well. The attack form is probably the scariest form since it has spikes on the knees and behind its head, but the other forms aren't the most comforting either. Especially when it can turn its tentacles into an actual hand and then change it back. I don't like it, honestly. I mean, I like the Pokemon. Like, it's actually a really sick Pokemon, but actually looking for scary legendaries has made me see it in a different way. And at 7, Meltan/Melmetal. Meltan was the first mythical Pokemon to have an evolution. This Pokemon was introduced in Pokemon Go of all places, and caused me all sorts of confusion. On September 22nd, 2018, the Pokemon appeared during the Pokemon Go Community Day as and wasn't officially revealed until September 25th. So for 3 days, we were all confused about the new Pokemon. It was also later revealed as the only mythical Pokemon to evolve, requiring 400 candies to do so, and not being able to evolve any other way. Like if you transfer a Meltan into Pokemon Let's Go, you can't evolve it. You can only evolve it by getting 400 candies in Pokemon Go. But no need to lose your head over it, since Meltan can do the same. It's actually a key plot point in the episode Got Meltan of the Pokemon anime, where a Meltan befriends Ash's Rowlet after it helped that Meltan find its Hex Nut, which had previously fallen off. Melmetal, however, is just like a beast. Picture a Ditto that got exposed to the gamma rays that created the Hulk. That's what Melmetal is. Oh, and Gigantamax Melmetal is an entirely different story. These are just terrifying in the later stages. It's actually very concerning because I have a Melmetal as my buddy in Pokemon Go. And at 6, Zygarde. Zygarde is another Pokemon to have 3 different forms. However, at first there was only the one. The 50% form was the first one introduced in Pokemon X and Y, followed by the 10% and 100% forms in Pokemon Sun and Moon. The 10% form is nothing to fear, it's just a green and black dog, but the 50 and 100% forms are freaking nuts. The 50% version is like a giant snake with like peacock-like tendrils coming out of its back, sticking up in the air like it's ready to attack. Hey, I rhymed. This version is also taller than the 100% form, standing at 16 feet 5 inches, whereas the 100% is a measly 14 feet 9 inches. It's also a beast, and while shorter, the design of the complete form makes it look like all the Power Rangers have come together to defeat a giant villain. This is literally the Megazord of Pokemon. Having to combine all the different pieces of it to get the 100% form, it's pure genius, actually, but also terrifying. Halfway through at number 5, Reggie Drago. They added more Reggies. Yes, this ball of pink has 2 giant arms in the form of a dragon's skull. This actually looks dope, not gonna lie, but it's also scary when you realize that this dude will clap your cheeks. And I mean that in the most literal sense of the word. One clap and you just got a giant stone dragon skull bite down on your body with over 600 pounds of pressure per square inch. And those teeth look hella sharp. Hell, even if you became friends with this thing, you wouldn't be able to hug it. He's over 6 feet tall, nearly 7, meaning that those arms would fully engulf your body, causing instant death the moment he wants to applaud your achievements. Yeah, stay in your Pokeball please and thank you. And at number 4, Arceus. Arceus or Arceus, whatever you want to call it, was basically the response to the rumor of the Pokemon gods, like Charcoal and the other main starter 4th evolutions. Arceus was introduced in Generation 4, the Diamond and Pearl era. Arceus is also known as the original one, and is said to have created the Sinnoh and Ranzai regions. Ranzai is a region that appeared in Pokemon Conquest. Arceus is also potentially the creator of the entire Pokemon universe as well, not to mention the Lake Guardians, Azelf, Medspirit, and Uxie, along with the creation trio of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Arceus also has the ability to change its type on command by holding different elemental plates, and takes on the weaknesses of that typing, as well as changing the color of its golden ring around its torso. Having to duke it out or even try to catch the god of the Pokemon universe is terrifying. And not to mention, if he didn't appreciate that and then went after you with all of his power, like, he can literally just sing and you're dead in 5 turns, like what? And at 3, Darkrai. Darkrai is the original Creeper Pokemon. Well, the original Creeper legendary. Hypno is and forever will be the creepier Pokemon. However, Darkrai is one rude mother hubber because he is here to ruin your day. Well, actually your night. Darkrai is the pitch black Pokemon and loves to feast on dreams, but not just any dreams, no, this psycho loves nightmares. If Darkrai causes you to have nightmares, they'll never end. You'll be stuck in a coma-like state with constant nightmares, unless exposed to the lunar wing from Cresselia. Both Darkrai and Cresselia are the lunar duo, basically counteracting each other and being polar opposites. Do I need to explain why Darkrai is scary? Like, if that's not obvious, you don't know Pokemon. He was the original scariest Pokemon. And at 2, Giratina. Giratina is typically seen as the scariest legendary Pokemon, and it's easy to see why. Both the altered and origin form of Giratina are meant to look like the Pokemon Grim Reaper, with tattered wings and a dark color scheme composed of gray, red, dark yellow, and black. The Pokemon also lives in the distortion world or reverse world, an alternate dimension where the laws of physics have no meaning. Giratina represents antimatter, which I'm sure you'll understand why that makes him scary, especially if you've read or seen the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline from DC Comics. Giratina, according to the Pokedex in Pokemon Platinum, Black, White, Black 2, White 2, Y, and Alpha Sapphire, was banished to the distortion world for its violence. This dude likes to scrap, and you should never fight someone who likes to fight. That's a bad idea. Finally, in at number 1, Eternitis. Eternitis is one overpowered beast, and its Eternamax form is nothing short of the most aggressively horrific thing you'll ever see in a Pokemon game. This Pokemon is what created the Dynamax phenomenon in Pokemon Sword and Shield. According to the Shield Pokedex entry, the Eternamax form is also absorbing the energy from the Galar region, making it weaker while powering up itself. It even ends up absorbing all the energy in Galar, thanks to Rose's meddling. Way to go, Rose, you just Pokemon. It pours out infinite amounts of energy and warps space and time around it. And what do you have to do in game? Catch it! You are literally holding a ticking time bomb in your pocket for the purposes of what? Beating the game a countless number of times? Sure, you had to catch it to save humanity, but do you know how terrifying that makes Eternitis? Its name even implies it's immortal. And what will you do when you die of old age? You'll either have to keep it in a Pokeball or let it loose, which will spell inevitable doom for society. So there's no winning here. You're just dead. You're dead. Way to go, Game Freak. We're dead. Thanks. Actually, thank you. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary legendary Pokemon. Which legendary Pokemon do you find to be the scariest, and what other Pokemon lists would you like to see? Let me know down below, and on your way down, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content, and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. Oh no, Team Kingdom is blasting off again!